Welcome into another edition of Vikings Update. I'm Mark Potts, Sports Information Director at Valley City State University. A couple of weeks since our last show, so plenty of results and news to get to. We will start with men's basketball, who's on a roll, 8-1 so far this season. We'll also talk with head coach Jeff Kaminsky later in the show. As we mentioned, a hot start to the season for the Viking men, who cruised to their 8th win of the season Tuesday night against Trinity Bible College, the first of 5 straight home games for Valley City State, which is receiving votes in the latest Top 25 poll released on Tuesday afternoon. Rashad Sadhu scored 22 points Tuesday to lead a balanced Viking attack. Jaden Ferguson added 16, and Daryl Howell dropped 13. Vikings forced 29 Lion turnovers and led by as many as 47 points in the second half. VCSU now 8-1 overall this season. Tuesday's win follows up a 2-0 road trip to California last weekend. The Vikings downed University of Antelope Valley 89-83, getting 22 points from Daryl Howell, and then VCSU also picked up a 79-67 win over West Coast Baptist College. Ferguson and Howell combined to score 41 points in the win, and LJ Booth had a team-high 11 rebounds. Earlier this month, Jaden Ferguson picked up a North Star Athletic Association Player of the Week award, earned it after averaging 20 points and 5.5 rebounds as the Vikings went 1-1 during a tournament at Wisconsin Superior back on November 20th and 21st. Viking women also in action during this homestand, hosted Trinity Bible College on Tuesday as the start of 3 straight home women's games. Valley City State took control early in this one, building a 55-20 halftime lead en route to the big victory. Freshman Allie Vandal poured in 16 points to lead the Vikings. Sarah Schwanke had 14 points, and Mackenzie Huber added 12 points and 8 rebounds. 5th win of the season for the Viking women. They are now 5-5 overall. It ended a 4-game losing streak for Valley City State. Vikings dropped a pair of games to tough GPAC opponents last weekend at the Northwestern College Classic. They fell to College of St. Mary 67-63 in a tough one, and then lost to host Northwestern College 80-55 last Saturday. As we mentioned earlier, a nice homestand has begun for Viking basketball. It continues this weekend with a pair of home doubleheaders. Friday night conference games against Waldorf College, 5:30 and 7:30. Waldorf's men are ranked number 15 in the latest poll. Should be a good night of basketball. And then Saturday's games are against Johnson and Wales at 2 and 4 p.m. an afternoon doubleheader at the Bubble. Viking women then back on the road Tuesday, exhibition game at the University of Mary. Viking men at home Wednesday, hosting the number 8 team in the nation, Dakota Wesleyan. Both those games are at 7 p.m. Valley City State's cross-country season wrapped up November 21st with 3 runners competing at the NAI National Meet. Michelle Herrera, Alexandra Cardenas, and Jenna Coughlin all ran well at Nationals, which featured more than 600 runners from around the country. Cardenas ran a career-best time, 19 minutes 53 seconds, also the 10th fastest time in Valley City State women's cross-country history. Sticking with Viking cross country, 3 student athletes have been honored as Daktronics NAI Scholar Athletes by the NAI National Office. Congrats to Alex Askeruth, Michelle Herrera, and Jenna Coughlin. 4 Viking athletes were honored this fall as well with North Star Athletic Association Champions of Character Awards. Those went to Michael Bruce, Steph Miller, Jenna Coughlin, and Malik Jackson. Congratulations to those 4 representing VCSU athletics well both on and off the playing field. Joined on this week's edition of Vikings Update by Jeff Kaminsky, head men's basketball coach here at Valley City State. Coach, just wrapped up a big win over Trinity Bible College, 94-49, improved to 8-1 on the season. I imagine you are pretty happy with the way things have gone so far this year for you.
Yeah, it's been a good start to a year, and we're still obviously a work in progress. We had a good nucleus of returning guys, obviously quite a few new guys on our roster that are playing big roles for us. So it's going to take some time. So we're very pleased with where we're at, but not pleased yet with where we think we can get to. I think there's a big gap between where we are now and where we can get to. And made a little progress tonight. Obviously Trinity's down a couple guys, so we weren't heavily tested. But one of our challenges was just to kind of reinforce the things we're doing on the defensive end, and we haven't been as consistent there as I would have liked, and particularly we haven't had some good second halves defensively. So tonight was good. We held them to 19 points in the second half, and obviously we'll be tested a lot more this weekend, but I thought we took a step in the right direction there.
As we mentioned, improved to 8-1 on the season. The first regular season top 25 poll was released today. You're in the receiving votes category. Kind of sets up for a gauntlet for you over the next week and a half, where you will play the number 15, number 16, and number 8 teams in the country. First off, talk about what it means to get those good opponents at home here, how much that's going to help.
Well, it is set up well for us from the standpoint of finding out exactly where we're at as a basketball team. We're undoubtedly going to get tested pretty heavily here, over the next 2 weeks. And really, you just have to focus on your next challenge. And you can't look at that from a standpoint of, in the next, 8-9 days here, we're playing 3 basically top 15 type of teams. Right. Really, it's just about tomorrow and Friday. And I know that sounds a little cliche-ish, but it really is what it is. All we can control is getting ready for Friday right now. We know that's going to be a great challenge for us with Waldorf coming in and technically the #1 team in our conference right now. So I think our guys are excited about that challenge and realize we've got a couple days we need to focus on preparing for them.
Yeah, Waldorf College, big conference game Friday night, women's and men's doubleheader, 5:30 and 7:30 here at the Bubble. Coach, you have a team this year that obviously you stress defense, but your guys can sure fill it up on the scoreboard as well. What are your thoughts on the offensive side of the game so far this year?
Yeah, it's probably been one of our most versatile offensive teams that we've had and explosive offensive teams that we've had. And it's a balanced team. Obviously, we've been getting a lot of scoring out of Jaden Ferguson and Darryl Howell, but we've got so many different guys, whether it's Justin Galloway one night or, Riley West, Rashad had a big night tonight. So we've got a lot of guys that can score, so I think it makes us more difficult to defend. It's hard to come in and say, we're going to shut this guy down or that guy down. And so I like the fact that we're a balanced team. And when you talk about balance, it's not just necessarily having 6 or 7 guys in double figures, but to me, balance more is about being able to score in different ways. Score in transition, score inside, obviously be able to make perimeter shots. And that's what I've been pleased about. I think we've been a very balanced team in terms of our attack. Now, we've got to get a lot more fluid in terms of our execution, but our shot selection has been good, and it's a very unselfish group. And if you're, having to focus on those aspects of, trying to become a more unselfish team, then you've got some issues. So I think our guys, they compete hard, they're unselfish, they care about each other, and that's a good combination. Now, that all being said, we've got a long way to go to be a really, really good basketball team. But I think we have the pieces there, and I think we have the approach there. So it's just a matter of getting back here and, again, trying to focus on getting better the next couple days and being ready for a big challenge on Friday.
As we mentioned, that challenge, number 15 ranked Waldorf College Friday night here at the Bubble. Coach, appreciate the time. Been fun to watch you so far. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Thanks, and good luck to you.
Thank you.